You ain't taking me alive.
We are live. You're tuned in to Live in the DTV. We thank you so much for joining us today for another episode of Live in the DTV. We got to get our lighting issues resolved. But as the topic for our show is, as the topic for our show is, we are live. We are live. You're tuned in to Live in the DTV. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm gonna have to get some of our lighting issues resolved. But as the topic for our show is, there's a time. Quality time is essential, is what we're talking about today. There's almost never a perfect time, but the right time, from what I've learned, to do most things is, well, yesterday. And then the second best time is, or right time, is today. Just start today. If you couldn't start 20 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, yesterday, then today is that time. So don't hesitate. Gather the information you need and go for it. Because most of the time, we have everything we need to start. We just want everything to go absolutely correct, right? So, but that is very rare that when we're doing something new and we're doing something for the first time, that everything is going to go exactly as planned. And you learn as you go. So you got to go. And it's with full steam ahead, knowing that what you're trying to do is probably bigger than yourself, bigger than most things you've ever done before, and a lot of times really, really worth it. And as I'm sitting here saying that, first of all, let me say, as always, we have multiple camera angles. So if I'm not looking directly at you, I'm looking at one of our other streams, at one of our other cameras settings. So thank you for being patient with us. We have WVIE up here to my upper right. We have the Instagram stream right in front of us. And of course, we have our wonderful viewers on the Live in the DTV website, as well as the Facebook and YouTube page. So thank you all so much for tuning in to another episode of Live in the DTV. By the way, don't miss the Sisters Braid 2 hair show. Hair, fashion, and vendor show and expo this Saturday. We will be in the building, live in the DTV, doing some recording, possibly some streaming, and other things. And we hope you join us. We'll have a table there as well. So, between capturing the beautiful, wonderful moments that are going to happen at the show, feel free to come in and talk to us. Maybe you have a show or a production plan and you would like us to work with you. We'd be happy to hear more about it. As well as we'd be happy for you to come on and tell us about it. The other day I met a gentleman that you all know we did the Men of Literature author showcase about, let's fix that. We did a Men of Literature author showcase about a month ago, or 2 months ago, August now. And I met a gentleman yesterday that was an author and a cook, a chef, and a children's author. So that really resonated with me because it goes to what I've been saying on the show for years. You don't have to just be one thing. You don't just have to be good at one thing. You can excel really, really well at one thing. So I think he was a trained, well, don't think, have a conversation with the man. He was a trained chef. He was professionally trained in the kitchen, went to school and all that. But he decided to be an author. He decided to write children's books just because that was in his heart to do. And I'm saying that I didn't read the man's book, so don't think I'm talking about him. But perhaps his stories weren't the most awe-minting thing. But he was wearing a shirt actually with an image, the illustration of his book on there. And it looked like the illustrations were well done, which, by the way, he said he also did his own illustrations, and the illustrations were well done. So 3 skills right there. And again, this wasn't a long conversation we had. We probably were talking for about 20, 30 minutes. And in that, he had a successful catering and restaurant catering business as a chef. an author, published author, and an illustrator. And even if one of those things he was only okay at, this man now has multiple skills that he's sharing with people that he can utilize to fund himself, make money, live his life. So those are the things that we share here on the channel. Those are the things we want to talk about more on. Those are the things we love to cover. People doing what they enjoy, finding their passion, finding themselves, sustainable ways of life, and doing it honestly, and working hard to be just stepping into the life that you want to live and doing it in a good way, a fair way. Not everything, we're not going to get everything we want in a year, 2 years. But someone once said, I think this was Tony Robbins, he said, people overestimate the amount of things that they can do in 1 or 2 years, within the span of like 2 to 3 years. But they really underestimate the things that they can do in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, their lifetime. You're not going to get it all at once, and that's okay. It's about gradually improving, getting better. Gradually coming into and doing the things you want to do more and more and more, and just getting a little bit better every day. Another person that I met, we met recently, was Keon Mitchell, I believe. And his brand is 1% better. That's 365 days in the year. He said his brand is just got to get 1% better every day. Just 1% better. Now, for 365 days, if you start on January 1st to December 31st, just an average year, you're 366% better at something than you were when you began. And even at 366% better, sometimes that's not pro level, obviously. If I wanted to be a baseball player and started today, a year from now, I'm not going to be a pro player. But I would be over 300 times better than I was today if I did it every single day. Or wrote every single day. I'd be wrote in a way that I was trying to perfect my writing. Sentence structure, grammar, English, story structure. I'd be over 300 times better as a writer. And most of the time, if we only focus on like a handful of things, 2 or 3 at most, at a time, and we just work at it continuously every day or multiple times a week, because sometimes, honestly, every day is unrealistic. You'd be surprised how much progress you can make. It's not always about comparing yourself to others, but from somebody else that's just beginning, like, oh man, when I was getting step 1, because a lot of times, I know I feel like, and I think a lot of others feel like we're always at step 1, And that can be rough. I feel like you're always at step 1. But a lot of times, when you look back at and you see somebody else just starting off, and you're able to give some knowledge, some information, you're able to see where they are and say, hey, I'm not at that level anymore. So I'm actually not at level 1. I'm at level 3, 5, 10. It's about over 1% better every day. And imagine now, 1 year, over 300 times better. Well, within 5 years, you're over 1,500 times better. And again, you're probably very advanced at that point. May not even be pro level, but very, very advanced. So we just got to start. Someone else told me this week. I said it. It's been an interesting week. That a lot of times we don't have a lot to complain about. Life gets to you. It gets exhausting. Things start to feel mundane at times. But you have opportunity. If you woke up this morning, if you have work, jobs, opportunity for education and educated, then you have a lot to be grateful for. So I think that we need to be practicing showing that gratitude. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have more Live in the DTV for you. We're going to take a quick music and commercial break, and we'll be back right here on Live in the DTV. I'm Jabril. You're watching live in the DTV. Stay with us.
Understand, there's a million different people in this place. Is your face the same as any other day? Is my place within the world inside your head? Nothing. Can you see? Yeah, we look like different people, you and me. Different eyes and different skin and different dreams. Different reasons.
You are still sitting on Live in the DTV. Yes, yes. We are so happy to have you here joining us every Thursday for about an hour. You stay with us, you tune in. But today we're talking about the Sisters Braid 2 hair, style, hair, fashion, and vendor expo. I call it style, it's fashion. It specifically says fashion on the card. But I'll read it now. What to expect hair care workshop. Learn the latest braiding techniques and natural hair care tips from industry experts. Panel discussions. Engage with influencers, entrepreneurs, and stylists on topics ranging from hair, health, to entrepreneurship. Live demonstrations. Watch skilled stylists in action and discover new styling possibilities. Networking opportunities. Of course, we love that. Connect with fellow attendees and build a supportive community of beauty enthusiasts. And of course, the vendor marketplace. Explore various hair care products, accessories, and apparel tailored to your needs. Entertainment. Enjoy good food, music, a hair and the hair and fashion show, and other cultural celebrations throughout the day. For more information, call 313-826-0498. That's 313-826-0498. Or email Crystal Yeager at sistersbraid2.com. That's Crystal, Crystal, Yeager, Yeager, at sisters, Sistahs, braid2, that's two spelled TOO.com. And of course, the Sisters Braid 2 Hair Fashion Vendor Expo is going to be at 187 Mount Elliott Street in Detroit, Michigan, the east side of Detroit. But we have something special here for you, our viewers of Live in the DTV. Drum roll, please. Okay, Mr. Abdul. That drum roll on the stream is kind of weak. That one's okay. It's more like that sounds like more of a joke drum roll. Mr. Abdul's is better though, and that one sounds like more of a snare, like you said something that popped. We have two free tickets for the workshop and vending event. Hold on, let me turn off the green screen for a second. Nope, no, I don't need to turn it off. I just need to tilt it this way. That's right. We have two of these. Actually, we had three. We gave one away. So we got 2 free tickets for the hair show. If you buy them, they're $10 at the door. They're a bit more. But if you get them from us, you get them from Live in the DTV, you get a chance to win 2 free. And we'll say after the post is over, oh, thank you. 2 free tickets. 2 free tickets. If you, after our show is over, we'll have a post up on how you enter. Mainly all you got to do is share our post to one friend or family member, because we can share this post to the show, share this episode of the show to a friend or family member on our Facebook page, and comment SB2 hashtag Live in the DTV, and you're entered to win. That's all you got to do to win, you and possibly a friend or family member, a ticket. So possibly 2 free tickets for one person, but we're going to try to give them to 2 people. We got to spread it out more. And that is how you win. All right. That is all the time we have here today on Live in the DTV. Yes, for our social media stream, Instagram. Mr. Abdul, we got. I feel like we got some comments, some views. Got any comments on social media?
Yes, we do. We got comment on Instagram. We have
Happy Thursday from Penny Love Fitness. All right. Thank you, Penny Love. Happy Thursday to you as well. We're about to get out of here. Thanks so much for tuning in. We will be back next week with more Live in the DTV. I am Jabril. Mr. Abdul, what's your final thought?
Yes, sir. My final thought is come along Saturday to Sister Braid too. with your family online, friends, cousins, whoever you bring.
All right. With that, that's all the time we have. I'm Jabril, and I'll see you soon.